guys, welcome back. So I have a video that's a little bit different today. This weekend it was really windy and it was hot and I only had a little bit of time here and there, and so I was kind of worried about how I was going to film it, and I kind of just wanted to plant and get a lot done and not have to worry about the camera. So I thought it would be really nice for me to just plant. You guys see me work all the time, and I thought it'd be nice to have a video where I just go through all the things that I planted. And I'm so excited because I added some new David Austin roses to my garden. I have just come to love them so much. I want them all. I know I can't have them all, but I'm going to try to get the ones that I'm really excited about here in my yard, and it's fun to discover new areas that I can put them. So I'm going to show you all the David Austin roses that I planted. Then I'm also going to show you some ground covers that I planted and a few other plants. So it was really nice planting day despite the wind. The wind was just relentless, and you'll see lots of twigs and branches on the ground from that. It's kind of messy out here, but it's supposed to rain for the next 2 days, and so I'm not going to clean it up yet. But it's actually kind of chilly. It was like in the 80s. That's why we had all the wind, because we went from 80 to like 50 degrees today, and it actually feels colder than that outside. And it's supposed to dip down into like the 40s, the low 40s. And so that's why I haven't planted any annuals yet, because I knew this storm was coming and it's going to be pretty cold and bring us rain for a couple days. So I thought this video would be kind of fun to walk around and show you all the beautiful roses. A few are blooming, but most are not. I'll definitely do a rose garden tour again this year, but for now we're just going to see where I put them and look at a few of them that are blooming. So let's turn the camera around. I'm excited to show you. We're going to start over here by this fireplace bed that I have this rock wall. So when my landscapers came in, they planted a bush here. It's the burning bush that turns red in the fall, and they planted it right there. I don't know, I just thought that was kind of a weird spot for like a rock wall garden, and I had it here for like 3 years, and I finally the other day moved it up to there. Quite the process. And I cut a few electrical lines that go to our lights here in the backyard. So that was kind of a pain. We're still working on fixing all those. There were a few other ones that I nicked, and my husband's nicked a few too, so we're just going to have an electrical day and fix all those. But I decided to put a rose here instead. So I added this gorgeous one, Evelyn, and I'll put a picture up on the screen, but it's a beautiful apricot pink. And the bloom is really interesting. It's really ruffly in the center, and it looks just gorgeous. This one is a little bit bigger. It's 5 by 3, but I think it'll be gorgeous in this spot, especially with those pink flowers in the back. And this is like an orange right here, so that will just complement it so well. The bloom sizes are large, which is really exciting, and it's a repeat flower, so we're gonna have lots of blooms, and they're really strong and fruity, so it'll be perfect right here where we're sitting on this little patio, and we will be able to enjoy the scent and the blooms, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. This one does like full sunlight, and it will get it here against these rocks. It's going to be really nice, and it's in zones 5 to 11. It describes the fruit as an old rose, but with a fruity tone, reminiscent of peaches and apricot. And how stunning does that sound? I really cannot wait for this one. I've been wanting this one for a couple years, and I'm glad I was able to get my hands on it. A local nursery sells David Austin roses, and when they have their sale, it's like Black Friday. And I'm embarrassed to say that my sisters and I were like first in line this year. Kind of crazy, but I'm glad I was able to get them because I had ordered some bare root roses from David Austin, and they emailed me and informed me that they weren't going to be able to send them to me because the condition of them, and so I was kind of bummed. And so I was glad that was sent to me before these roses went on sale, so I was able to pick a few up. Super excited about this one. I think this is just going to be a really pretty spot for it. So stunning. This rock wall is starting to come together, and I feel better having that bush gone. This will be really nice to have. Okay, we're gonna move up here, and I'm gonna show you what else I am loving. Walk up here so you can kind of get a reference of where we're at. I love a Jugga so much. It's one of my favorite ground covers. This is Burgundy Glow, and it has this variegated leaf here. It's weird because I have this one growing and it looks quite different. Maybe they change as they mature. But love this one. It's got a brightness to it. And in the spring, of course, you get these gorgeous blue, purple blue blooms, and they are kind of fading. They're really vibrant though, but they've been going for a couple weeks now. And I just love it underplanted in this pine. And I thought I want to have that under every pine that I have in my yard. So let me show you where else I planted some. So here it is here, and then I have some pine trees just over here, and I wanted to add some more. Since this is a blue spruce tree and it's a little bit lighter, I didn't want to do the burgundy glow, I decided to do this bronze beauty, and it's a little bit darker foliage, and I think that will be so pretty contrasted against this blue toned tree. I just love the dark leaf, and so I put a few over here and one here, and it's just going to be really stunning. It spreads quickly, it's easy to take care of, it's pretty drought tolerant. And let's see, I have the tag here. Spreads out about 18 inches. You keep moist for the first year, and then once per week you have to water it. So yeah, it's pretty drought hardy, and I just love it. And see how in this picture it has kind of darker colored leaves that get almost purple. It's really pretty, and they kind of change in the fall too. Their leaves will darken and change, so that's really fun. So love that here, especially look how beautiful this tree's looking. Oh, I love these trees so much. So that will be really pretty there. That tree's set back, so I don't know if I'll ever have any under there. Maybe, we'll see. But just the ones on the edge here I want to have. And then I planted some more down here, I'll show you in a second, but I did plant a few plants here, so let's talk about those. So this is on the same fireplace bed. So these are the Arizona Red Shades blanket flower. So I had some blanket flower all in here, and I don't really love red, but I'm growing to like it a little more. And they've all kind of faded out, and I actually kind of miss them. I did have one here, and I moved it when I transplanted this peony, but it didn't make it. And so I saw this and I thought I want to put some here. So I put 3 here. This one's looking a little sad. We'll see how it does. But we'll put 2 here, have a little bit of red color in the summer. And blanket flower is really, really a nice color, and it has these nice kind of yellow balls that even if you don't deadhead it, they're kind of cute. And I think the red will be pretty with the pinky peach. So we'll see how we like that there, and we'll see how happy it is. I think it'll be great to have there. Okay, let's move down to this other tree here. Look how beautiful those blue pine look. I love them underneath this flowering pear. They're so cute. Okay, down to that tree. So I also wanted some ground covers here, especially because I've tried to plant annuals here several times and they just don't do well. It's just a really hard spot. And so I'm hoping this Lamium does well. This is also one of my favorite ground covers. It's stunning. I love the silvery leaves, and then it has these pink purple blooms in the spring, and actually on and off. Hi, little guy, that little bug. On and off throughout the summer, like it'll rebloom. Or maybe it's just fall. I just know it does rebloom again besides the spring, and it's so pretty. This is the Beacon Silver Spotted Dead Needle, other name Lamium. Same thing, this can become drought tolerant, which I love it for our area. And so the first year you need to keep it moist, and then water it once per week after that. And then it can spread pretty big. In fact, let me show you some that I have that's quite mature that has spread. Actually, it's only been in there for like a year and a half or so. Let me show you it though. It really gets to be big and mounded. That was 3 little transplants. And yeah, you can transplant it. So I took this cutting from another spot in my area and I just transplanted it here. So it's done really, really well. A gorgeous ground cover to brighten up any kind of shade. And that's mostly where I plant it here in Utah, is kind of part sun areas because it gets so hot. And the first year it does kind of struggle a little bit if it's in a lot of hot sun, and it will crisp up, but then it matures and becomes more drought tolerant. Look how pretty these are. Oh my goodness. These are Hookura. What are they? Silver something. They're my favorite. Love the color. And that red with that purple. Oh my goodness, this spot is just so pretty. I keep looking out my window. Usually I don't like these blooms, but I think I like them better in the mass because it just makes a big impact, and it's really, really pretty. Love this view. Stunning. Okay, let's not get distracted. Let's continue on. Okay, so as we continue on here, creek's flowing pretty good. I think it must be raining in the mountains. It's going to be raining here soon, and look at the mess the tree left. And the hose is out because I've been watering things. I'm too lazy to put it away twice a day. Look how stunning this beauty is. This is the perfect pink, and it is just popping right now. Okay, let's talk about it before we get a close-up. This is the James L. Austin, and it wasn't one that I had in mind that I wanted, but when I saw it at the garden center, I just wanted to get it. It's so pretty. This gets about 4 to 3 feet. This is kind of a troublesome area for me. But I think I figured out the water issue. I wasn't getting enough water, so I think this one will do good. I've got to kind of keep my eye on it though this year. And then once in a while the creek floods. It's like once a year for a couple hours, so hopefully it'll be okay, but it'll just kind of wash up here. It's gotten to this rock before. But this is a medium shrub. It's a deep pink. It's a repeat flower, and it has a light medium fruity scent, and it likes full sunlight. And I think it's going to get a lot of morning light and then some afternoon light through this little gap right here, so I think it'll be fine. It is kind of in a part shady area, and this one is also ideal for pots too, so if it has a hard time, maybe I can transfer it to a pot, but I think it'll be just fine here. Let's get a closer look at the bloom, because I love their blooms. They kind of start off like a Beauty and the Beast rose, just that perfect rose look. That's how it looked yesterday, and this morning this bloom's all the way open and we get to enjoy it. I love it. I love the cupping shape with kind of the defined edge with the petals. And I love that it has a hint of purple on the edges, if you can see that. I almost fell down. If you can see that. Anyway, so a hint of purple with the pink. And this is my favorite shaped rose. I just love these. So stunning, and the color is so pretty. Oh my goodness, there's another bloom down here. Let's smell it. That smells good. Yeah, it's not super strong, but it is kind of cold outside. Oh my goodness, I could look at these all day. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, enough staring. Okay, next thing, down here by the creek we have another rose, and I'm excited about this one too. I have decided to make this area a moon garden. So a moon garden is where you have bright white flowers and kind of cool tones like this blue purple here. And it's kind of in this shady area. So in the shade, those whites just pop against the green. And then in the evening, when the moon's just starting to come out, everything just really glows. And so I'm gonna really stick to that in this area. I had planted some pansies in here, and they've lasted for almost 2 years. And I've just loved the pop of white, so that just really made me think that I wanted to do that. So I added a white rose here, and it is stunning. Like, see this cool toned blue? Just anything cool toned. Love these irises. How pretty is that? Oh, and I love anything white and silvery just really pops in these shady areas, and so that also kind of makes it have that moon glow, I would say. I need to cut back my Brenner. I get kind of tired of it. But these also have these light blue blooms on it that are so pretty. But yeah, look at these pansies that have just survived here. They're struggling a little bit with chlorosis, but anyway, let's go look at the rose. Up here, this is the Desdamona. I'm going to climb up the hill, hopefully not fall. Get rid of these freaking aphids. I hate them so much. Oh my gosh, get off of here, dudes. Sorry, gotta squish the aphids. Don't like them. Okay, let's look at it. Oh my goodness, it starts off this peachy pink. If you guys follow my nail channel, you know I love these light colors, these peachy pinks. And then it turns into a beautiful white crisp rose. So pretty. Oh, I love it so much. And I think eventually I'm gonna put one here and one there and have the same variety. Oh my goodness, I'm really excited about this one. Let's talk about it. This is a medium shrub. It gets 4 feet by 3 feet. It's white. It's a repeat flower, so we're going to get many, many blooms. It's got the strong old rose scent, and it likes full sunlight, which it will get here. This one also can do good in pots and containers or in a mixed border, and I think this is a perfect spot. This rose has hints of almond blossom, cucumber, and lemon zest. Who comes up with this? Let me smell it. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. This reminds me of Lady of Shalott with the scent. I haven't smelled it for a while, but I love it almost as much as that one. Or maybe more. Oh gosh, that smells so good. I need more of these. And look what I found. That's a little baby ladybug. You see that? Good, it's gonna eat all these bugs. Stay there, buddy. Eat all those bugs. Okay, let me step down carefully so I don't hurt myself. Hey, there she is. There's gonna be a hibiscus right there. Fill in that spot. Then we're gonna have this kind of in front of it. Can't you picture another one there? And then another one over there. Yes. I need more of those. They're so pretty. But yeah, look at all the white in here. I just love it. So I'm excited to add that one. That was kind of a last minute find. And I'm happy about it. Okay, let's move on down to a rose I have in the corner here. I'm really excited about this climber because I wanted to climb this wall this way and this way. And this one I hadn't read too much about until I saw that it was going to be available. So I read up on it and I was like, ooh, I want that one. This one's the Strawberry Hill and it's got gorgeous large pink flowers. They're more of a mid pink that soften to a lighter pink, and the leaves are really dark and glossy, which I love in roses. Yeah, look how dark and glossy those are. Beautiful. And it's a 10-foot climber, so it's a medium climber. And I need to get some kind of hooks ASAP to kind of put in here. I need to ask my husband what he can do, and I'm just gonna train all these branches to go along this wall. And don't you think that would be so pretty behind these hydrangeas? These are limelight primes. And then I did plant some geraniums in front here. This lamb's ear, I might have to kind of take some lamb's ear back so they can breathe a little bit. It's supposed to get down to like 43. I hope they'll be okay. I think they'll be fine, but they're going to be pretty in front of the hydrangeas here. And then we'll have this light pink here. It's going to be so fun. I did want to add a little color to the end of this, so when you look out through the window, it just pulls your eye to the back here. Yeah, let's go over a few more specs. See if I missed anything. Oh, the scent. So it's got a strong myrrh and heather honey fragrance. And I'm excited about that because everyone says it smells like myrrh. I don't even know what myrrh smells like. So we're gonna find out what myrrh smells like with this rose. And I'm glad we don't have any buds on it yet because I need to train her. I need to train her good. Hopefully she's happy here. She's gonna get part sun, but I think she'll be just fine. I think she'll get enough morning sun filtering through, and then once you kind of get some growth over this way, she'll definitely get more sun. So this is the climber that I got. I actually got two climbers. The other one's out front. In fact, all my other roses I planted are out front as well. So let's go out front and take a look at those. It is so chilly, you guys. I might go grab a sweatshirt. Storm's coming. Big difference from yesterday. Isn't that crazy? Now we're going to the front. One more thing before we go to the front. I just want to take a peek at these irises because I think the rain's going to ruin them. They were so stunning here with my tulips here, my Menton tulips, but they're kind of got destroyed in the wind. But the combo here together was perfect. I will always leave these Menton tulips here. Look how pretty that is. They held up really well in the wind too. I just saw them blowing around and I was like, no. I have some more up here too. Let me show you real quick. And then we'll go up front. These had a hard time in the wind. Dang it. They really got blown down. They were really pretty. Next to these hellebores, look at the color of this purple with this green. Oh my goodness. That is stunning. Love this. Love this deep purple. So pretty. So in the front of my house, these tulips are trying their best to just hold on. These Mount Tacoma tulips have been my favorite. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna miss them. But back here, I'm so excited to know that I finally have the right James Galloway climbing rose. I had bought one. Sometimes these David Austin roses can get unlabeled, and I've had a few like that. I thought this one was a James Galloway. I did a garden tour. It's the only one that I have on my channel. You can watch it. And everyone was like, that's an Olivia rose. So the more research I did, I was like, you're right. And it never was really trying to climb. And I can definitely see the difference in the habit of this one. But this is the true James Galloway rose. I have a little trellis that I'm gonna put up here, but I'm so excited. And it shouldn't interfere with that sprinkler like the other one did, because I'm gonna keep it back against the wall. But it's got some buds, It's gonna open up soon, and I'm excited to see it. It's gonna be so pretty. I'm glad to finally have a real climbing rose here. This is a medium climber. It gets 12 feet, and I will be so happy if it gets 12 feet. It's a repeat bloomer. It's a light pink flower, and it does kind of look similar to Olivia, and I'll be curious to see it in person, how close they are. It likes sun or partial shade, and I think it's going to do great in this spot. It's going to get quite a bit of sun here, and it's zones 4 to 11. So I think this is going to be really good. It does say that the front of house is really good for it, or a large arch. And let's talk about the scent. It has a light, medium, old rose smell. So we'll have to smell it when it gets all it smells. Okay, so out in this area by the street, by the cars, not super pretty with the car, but we have my little section that I'm gonna have be like my pink peachy, like light pink peachy coral shades in here. So I have my Eustacia vi, which I planted. Was that a bare root? Yeah, that was a bare root last year. Look how much growth it has, and then look how many buds are on it. Super happy right now, because I fed it. And then this Lamium, look how pretty that is in there. You can see the blooms are almost done, but that's been in there for probably 3 years, and it's filling in really nice. And I can just take a piece of that and transplant it to any part of my yard, and it will do really well. So this new one I have here to the side is Emily Bronte, and it's voted best for health and best for fragrance. So excited about it. It's a medium shrub, so 4 by 3 feet. The bloom size is large. Its strong tea scent becomes more old rose with hints of lemon and grapefruit. I love anything citrus, and it's a bushy shrub with strong, healthy, upright growth, which is good because in this area it will need to be a little more upright, and it can do well in shady areas, which this is kind of a shady area. And this one can do good in pots too. But I've got some buds, no blooms to show you, but obviously I'll put a picture up so you guys can see, and it's just stunning. And then I have one more, which is a bare root. We're praying it does good. All my other bare root roses have done well, but let's go look at that one closer. Not real pretty right now, but look, we got little buds on here. And then this big bud, we'll see how that does. That was kind of like that when we just bought it. This is Sceptered Isle, and it's a beautiful pink, and that has some yellow in the center, and it's gonna be stunning. I've been wanting this one for the last little while. It was the only one that they were able to send me. I think I ordered 4, and this was the only one that made it from David Austin. They must have had some kind of problem. But anyway, I'm excited about this one. It's gonna take a little longer. These bare root roses are a little bit cheaper. They take a little longer, but they're still worth it. I kind of do like buying them better potted up in the nursery that have been growing for a while. They get probably twice as big, but it's going to be fine. And I'll put a picture on the screen and some stats about it because I don't have a little card, but it's beautiful and I'm really excited to see it. I had to rearrange some plants here, and I wanted to hurry and get it done before all the rain so they'd be happy. But I moved that spirea to the corner, and then I moved these daylilies. They were just in random places. Moved them on the side of the rose, so I think that will be really good. There's room for probably one more rose right here eventually, right? See how many I can fit in this little corner with my Kwanzaa cherry tree. I'm gonna love this corner. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed that little walk along of what I planted. I thought that was kind of fun actually, and it made it quite easy. So I think once in a while when I'm planting, I'll do that just because it was kind of fun and just nice to do just a little tour. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.